you are very public. You're a window into the world for other straight people.
But it's also okay for straight people.
Yeah.
Hi, we're the Cule Kids. This is episode 1, the Polycule Menace.
Hi, I'm Eric.
I'm Michael.
I'm Milty.
JC.
I'm JJ.
Alright, and today we're talking about social media. Yeah, how are you feeling about it?
I'm gonna start off and ask, what is everyone's social media addictions right now? Because I know we all look at two different, multiple things.
I would say I'm mostly on Reddit is where I get all my information from. Actually, does Reddit even count as social media?
It does. It does. We've agreed that it does.
It does?
It does.
Because
That was my question too, because
It's not
the way that I use Reddit, it's basically just
the internet.
yeah, just like the internet.
Like
And so
Googling.
it's Google social media.
I don't think so. So I don't think Reddit counts. So all of that was a wash.
No. It does count, but let's talk about our usage. I'm just gonna say we're gonna count it for now. So that
Okay,
way
let's
we-
count it now.
My main, I'm mostly a lurker on all of the platforms that I'm on. If we're also including Reddit as social media, that applies there as well. But for IG mostly, I'll just browse through people's stories. I always have to consciously remind myself if I want to post something.
But you actually do post sometimes.
That's true, because I want to make sure that people don't forget that I exist.
I do need to make a new post, actually. I was like, I'm going to make a post this time. And maybe will I do it? Who knows? We'll see.
But there's a lot of instances where I'm I'll take pictures and videos in the moment, but then I'll never do anything with them. And then I'm like, well, it was 2 weeks ago. It's too late now.
Yeah, can I still make my white party post?
Yeah, that's me. I have posts from MagicCon 2 years ago, and White Party, and Comic-Con, and Beyonce, and is it too late if I post it? I'm not sure.
Yeah, just hashtag latergram. Because I know I'm always judging people that do that. But I'm like,
Oh, really?
I guess it makes sense.
Well, I'm thinking of a specific friend who was making posts from 2 years ago. Do we know who I'm talking about?
I think I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and I was just oh, that's interesting. I guess it is okay. Maybe I can just make these old posts and it's fine.
I think it's just different people are using it differently. I really just don't know how to use it really well. So I'm just I capture the photos and I just tell myself I'm gonna do something with this later. But then I just either I just forget or something comes up and just okay, well, it's a week later and I still have these photos and videos that I took that I haven't done anything with.
I think my thing is also that I'll more readily post a story. But then I'm okay, well, I already shared that moment, so then I'm not going to make a post about it. And then, when I add new people, the first thing they see on my, feed or, on my grid is that, video from, pole dancing, 2 years ago. And I'm this is not an accurate representation.
Yeah. Because, I don't know, posts take forever for me. It's just, I go back, I, adjust, oh, I'll put this photo first. Oh, no, I don't want that. And then it takes me, a week before I actually, post anything. I don't know. It's just me being self-conscious.
Yeah, I mean, I post things very quickly, but the quality of such posts shows.
You post?
I do. I post stories, but the pictures are blurry. Just nothing's framed right. It's just very awkward looking.
I think that's the new style, though.
No.
The new style
no.
is
But
really blurry. Just...
Yeah. No, you want it to look like it's a picture from the 90s.
That is good.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from.
No. It's the bad that's bad, not the bad that's good. If we're talking about the posts that I make, you know what I mean? Even when it looks bad, there's they know what they're doing to make it look that way. I don't know what I'm doing when I post, so I just snap in I guess it's fine. The thing I want is in the frame. It's good. Ship it.
It's naive camp.
Yeah, there we go.
But-
That's a naive camp. That's exactly the best way to put it.
But there's a level of authenticity to that I think is attractive to people.
If it's attractive to people, I am unaware of this.
Okay.
Okay.
Where it's not overthinking, just oh, this is just unabashedly the who I am and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't actually do that.
As opposed to the crazy mental anxiety.
Yeah.
Being oh, let me present myself in a certain way.
I think it's good that you that you aren't feeling as pressured, to curate it to a very specific, very cleanly and stuff.
I don't obsess over posting. I don't obsess over messaging and stuff. It's just like if I need to say something or I want to post something, I'll just do it. And
Yeah. And I think that's good. Like, as opposed to, like, I think now it's like, oh, like, I want to make my content look like I didn't put any effort into it. And that takes a lot of effort. Right?
yes, it does. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, that's me. I'm very much like, it's like how
do I make this?
how do you make this look like it's the least effort possible?
Right.
All right, let's hear from the TikTokers.
Oh my god, you don't want to hear.
Yeah, I want to hear. I wanna
This
hear.
like you've just been waiting this whole time.
You just
I just
want-
want to talk
you-
about TikTok. I just want to talk about TikTok.
Oh my god. It's like you okay. You've seen my my usage stats for my TikTok, right?
No, I've
it's
never
like
seen it.
insane. It's like actually kind of troubling when I actually look at the data and how much time I spend on it.
Like hours spent.
Hours spent, yeah. So because I have a timer that goes off every 2 hours if I've spent 2 hours.
Every 2 hours.
Well, like every 2 hours of usage,
Like after 2 hours usage.
it'll lock itself,
Yeah.
and then I have to type in the code.
Yeah.
I've stopped counting how many times that happens per day.
yeah.
Per day.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was every 2 hours. I thought it just like went off once and then was like, all right, like if you want to do it, keep going, whatever.
Well,
I
okay.
didn't realize that it was every 2 hours.
Maybe I don't know. I don't remember, but it's like I basically see it once a day.
Okay, so I have
least.
a limit set for my TikTok too.
Yeah.
But in your case, you hit the limit and then you just ignore it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
that is what happens. Yeah.
I mean, no judging too. Like sometimes I do that, but I try to be good and stop when
No,
I
I'm
get
bad.
JC, you should just get rid of it. Get no
Just
limits.
get
Don't,
rid of-
yeah, don't
Oh,
limit
get rid of
yourself. Yeah, don't put it on there. It's like it's just guilt. It's
Then-
guilt you don't need.
No, guilt. Like, sometimes guilt is good.
It doesn't function. Like it's
not
It's not
functioning.
functioning.
It's not doing its
What it
job.
is
Yeah.
doing is teaching you to ignore rules and reduce how guilt can motivate you to do something better. So just get rid of it entirely. Go for the full 6 hours. You know, you're good, and don't feel bad about it.
Okay. Okay. Great advice.
Oh yeah.
Yikes.
So I don't post on Reddit. Well, I sometimes post, like, my last comment was like 4 years ago. I do message people on Instagram like pretty regularly. It's actually just an easy way to talk to a lot of people very like efficiently, which as I've gotten older and been less of a social hermit is like I don't know how to keep track of all the people I've come in contact with I genuinely want to be friends with, and Instagram is a fine way to do that, I would say. I think I've done the statistics, but it's like, you know, if you have even 50 friends and you want to celebrate the birthdays with all of them, assuming you're going only on weekends, you're gonna miss people's birthdays. And that's just, I always keep that in the back of my mind. It's like, it's so hard to keep track of the number of people that I'm friends with sometimes, and just, I have to use Instagram and talk to people. And even just reacting is like, at least letting them know that I'm thinking about them. So that's my intention with how I post on social media, or how I interact on social media. For the anonymous stuff, it's like, whatever. I'll just post if someone's being silly or doing something wrong. Unlike a certain other person we know who loves talking with random people on social media, which I do not understand.
We're talking or fighting?
Fighting, yes. This person shall remain nameless, but is another example of someone who's the exact opposite of me, who will only want to talk to people or fight people that he doesn't know about, whereas I only like to talk to the people that I know about.
The one thing I've done on Reddit that I'm the most proud of is there was this one video of a guy who was like taking his bike across this like bridge, and then it like falls off. And I commented, "Let bike-gons be bike-gons." And I got a ton of like, and that's the only thing I've ever contributed to Reddit.
Ever?
Well, no, I have commented in some like smaller, like more niche game communities.
At Dragalia?
Yeah. But that's basically like the only thing that's ever gotten any attention from the wider audience.
I will say, I feel like I've gotten immune to those, like, getting lots of likes and, like, feeling good about that at this point. I do remember also, like, a long time ago making posts and then, like, going up, like, oh, that's great. But then now, like, I don't care about that anymore.
How many is a lot Like, what is a lot of
Okay,
likes?
well, it's all relative, right?
Yeah.
Like it was like a few hundred. I'm like, oh, that's
okay.
great.
Yeah,
but-
that's like
yeah.
pretty significant.
But the point is, it's just like it's not a motivator, or like I don't seek that out. I'm trying not to think about that. No, sorry, I'm not trying. I don't think about that anymore, and I wonder if that means I'm not putting in enough effort or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm
you're
just
fine.
random. I'm just random.
Infinite points are a meaningless carrot to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I work as an artist, so that kind of stuff is somewhat important to me because it's like it is a way to get discovered or potentially even get employment as well too. So that is something that I am kind of conscious about. I don't really care about it as much on my personal social media, but I do care about it a little bit more on my art social media and stuff.
Yeah. Well, technically, you're the person, you've gone viral on TikTok before, actually, right?
Wait, when was this?
The Animal Crossing thing?
No, the
No.
Among Us
It's
thing.
the Among
The Among
Us
Us
one.
thing.
Yeah, you have like, I think it has
Wait,
like
which
a
one was this
million views or something. No.
No, I don't think a million. Let me double check and see really quickly. 645K views. Which is like a good amount, I guess.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
But I don't post that anymore. I did it as a joke, as a shit post, and it got really popular. I'm like, oh, I guess that's cool. And I did like 2 more, and then after the 3rd I was like, oh, this is dumb. Like, I don't want to do this for other people. Like, I want to make my own art for myself.
Yeah.
So
You didn't sell out.
no, I didn't sell out that time.
Yeah.
That time.
Yeah, that time.
I will say, like, for Instagram though, like, especially in like, if you're in like, kind of like the, I guess the party scene for geisha, it's like, it's kind of necessary to have like some sort of presence on Instagram and like make posts and like post thirst and stuff like that, just to be like, oh, like to, you know, get into HomePods and like get invited to stuff. And it's a little bit of like pressure. There's some pressure to like have to keep up with that kind of stuff.
Do we need to explain what geisha means to people?
That's
Nah,
a
I
whole.
think
That's a
it's-
whole nother
I think it's
episode
fine.
in and
No,
of
no, no.
itself.
We're not explaining anything. We're not explaining anything.
But this is a rebuttal to your statement that internet points are meaningless. They're not meaningless because other people care about them. It's like money.
On Reddit, they're meaningless.
Okay, on Reddit they're meaningless. Yes, on Reddit they're
to
meaningless.
strangers. But I
Yeah,
like for
but
Instagram, it is like
Yeah, for
people that
social-
you know.
no.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
like a lot of the time.
maybe that's what distinguishes the social media from not social media. When the points matter because of the people that
when it's
think
not,
that.
when it's not whose line is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, when the points matter because other
Exactly.
people think it matters. And in the case of Instagram, that's definitely the case. Fortunately for me, just talking with people is enough, I feel. But like posting thirst is like, I can't, man.
You talk to a surprising number of people. I'm always like surprised, just how many ongoing conversations you have with like how many ongoing conversations you have like right now.
They're not ongoing. It's just like,
You're like talking to like 20 people like at any given time, right?
no, it's nothing like that. It's
You
nothing-
say that, but I think you underestimate how many people you're constantly talking to.
Okay, maybe. But it changes. Like, I can only maintain like a dozen or so conversations, and then it's just, well, but then like basically like then, you know, I don't talk to people for a few months, and then I talk to them again on Instagram when I see a new story or I post a new story and they message me, and like that's basically the only way I found to manage my social interactions. It's like, yes, I spread myself over as many possible conversations without like losing track of the conversation, and then like don't talk to them for a few months, and then there's a new set of 12, and rinse and repeat. I do talk to people, but I only like talking to people one-on-one.
I'm like, most of my group chats that are active are just like the same like 7 people.
Just like different
Yeah,
combinations.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's actually a good point. I cannot talk in group chats. Group chats, I literally will say nothing the whole time. I'm a huge lurker. The moment a group chat goes beyond like 4 people, I just stop talking at that point.
Why do you do that?
I don't know. I just feel like there's nothing to say, or if there's something I want to say, I would rather just DM the person I'm asking. Like, I don't like to ask things, like, I just don't like to blast to a group, like, questions or blast to a group a comment. That's like, what I write or what I message is usually with a person in mind is the thing. And people have called me out for this all the time, but I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I can't
Oh, yeah,
I cannot verbalize a conversation trying to mix. It's like if you took 5 people, blended them into one person, and then try to talk to that person. I don't know how to do that. Like, no, I'm talking to one person at a time. But yeah,
You're talking to 4 of us at one time right now.
it's really challenging. It's really
So every day of your life is challenging.
no, because I'm like, I'll usually talk. I'm talking to JC one time.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you at one time. Talk to you at one time. It's not like a. Yeah, I feel like I don't generally talk. Like, okay, next time we all hang out, just in the back of your mind, just keep track of like how I'm talking and be like, is this a group thing? Is this a one thing? One thing? Okay, you'll see. You'll see what happens.
So this is currently a group thing.
Yeah. That was my point.
Yes, it's very hard. In the back of my mind right now, my like brain is like screaming like, what are you doing? Yeah.
You do tend to have a lot of like side conversations with people, which is like when we're in the group context, you're like, oh, let me have a private conversation.
No.
I think that's normal though, right?
I guess so.
Who here posts the most thirst?
Is it me?
It's definitely you.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't even post that much though. It's like a
Yeah.
couple.
That's,
It's like a few.
how much
Yeah,
do I
but
post?
we post
0.
well.
Do I have a no? My last solo post on my Instagram is from like 2015. So I have nothing.
Okay, I would say there's only one other person besides you who in this group competes in terms of like number of thirst posts.
Is it you?
No, it's
No,
not me.
Is it Michael?
Is it me?
Michael.
Yes, it's you.
Okay, yeah.
But like you'll post yours like
But you
Publicly?
but you put yours like a post.
Yeah, as a
A
post.
post post, yeah.
whereas I'll do it only to close friends. As a story
yeah,
mostly.
yeah.
You are very public. You're a window into the world for other straight people.
But it's also okay for straight people.
Yeah, no, of course. Our straight friends, our straight friends
that's true, that's true.
message me.
They visit you.
No, they'd be like,
about me.
what the hell? It's like, when I see JC's Instagram, I feel like I'm seeing something that should not be seen by people like me. It's very much a, it's a eyes wide shut thing. Or other people will just be like, damn, they'll be like, damn, JC's like, I'll have what JC's having. It's like when we go hang out with straight kids, it's like, oh yeah, they've all got kids. Straight friends. When we hang out with straight friends, they'll be like, oh yeah, we'll bring the kids. JC brings his 6-pack and like his
my
bottles
God.
and stuff like that. It's just like they all see it and they're like, wow, what is going on?
Well, I mean, okay, so to preface, like, a lot of that is also just like for myself because like for like a really long time until the last like maybe like year or two when I started posting thirst, like I had like I still do, but it's just like, just crazy like body dysmorphia, right? It's just like I remember there were times where it's just like you know how like sometimes when you play sports, like you have like I don't know if they still do this anymore.
Yeah,
but they do shirts and skins.
I'm like, yeah, we're very aware of
You're very aware.
playing sports.
Of playing sports. Well,
Yeah,
no,
all
like
of us.
Shirts and skins.
But you
Yeah,
know, like
shirts and
when you
skins.
play team sports
Yeah,
in
yeah.
like middle school or elementary school or whatever, right? And like they make half the team take off their shirts and like make half the team like wear like their what?
Yeah.
And it's like I would always like have some excuse to like not take mine off.
Oh.
I'd always be like, oh, I'm like feeling sick or something. I don't know. I'd always have to say something.
I remember for like the longest time, even at like water parks or like just like the pool, I would still also just like keep my shirt like while in the water.
Didn't you do swimming? Like
I did do
like-
swimming, yeah. Well, okay. Aside from
Swimming's
that,
different. Swimming's different.
Swimming's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that one's just like a different type of torture in its own. But like when I go to like the water park, I would always wear my shirt, which I'm realizing in hindsight is probably like drawing even more attention to it. But it was just always like I needed something to cover up with.
Wait, how old were you when this happened? When you felt this way? How old were you guys?
Probably at least until like mid teens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you already looking at like crazy gay porn or something like that? Like how did you get
No,
how
this
did
was
you get this
before.
how did you get this sensitivity and like self-consciousness about it at that age? Like where could that have come from?
I think the first thing that I remember is in second grade, we were doing like a weight estimation thing. And then I was the target. And the range that the teacher provided was not high enough to accurately capture my weight.
Oh,
Were you still in the U.S. at the time?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that is surprising.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And that's interesting that it was not from social media, because I think a lot of people would, they would get those type of dysmorphias from comparing themselves to other people on social media.
No, it was always just like already bad enough for it to just be local.
Yeah. For me too, it was also pre social media and everything. It was like I remember there was a time where it was like they made us like do the shirts and skins thing, and then like I pretended to like sprain my ankle just to get out of it.
what?
Yeah. And I'd be like, oh, like I'm okay. But then it's like I don't know if they knew or so. They probably knew. They were just like, oh, like this, yeah, just let him like leave him alone or something.
Yeah, so I'm the opposite, I think. I didn't care about any of that growing up. I only started becoming self-conscious of my body 1 or 2 years ago, basically. Once I started going to places where the majority of the men who are at these things are insanely jacked or insanely, like, shredded. Like, before that, I was pretty happy with where I was. Like, and now I am sad. And I am fat and I am ugly. But yes.
By
Bye,
12.
Tool.
Bye, tour.
Right.
Yeah, that's interesting. I never, as a kid growing up, no one ever commented or talked about it. It was just not a thing. Maybe it was also because I grew up in the Midwest, where
You were
there
like a pretty skinny kid growing up, right?
I was like skinny fat, like which is still considered like bad by like gay men's standards.
Yeah,
So, like,
I think it's bad by any standards.
what? Yikes!
I don't know, right? Like, it was not like when we were younger, skinny fat was like not a thing, or like not.
I didn't hear the term skinny fat
Okay.
until much later, but I didn't feel bad about it. And then I went to like these parties, and it was like very clear. Like the pecking order was at least very clear from a visual standpoint. So now I'm like, okay, I gotta figure things out. And then I never figured it out. I think at this point, the best I can do is just get bigger and maybe like reduce my body fat percentage by a little bit.
You can
and then-
transition into bear.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I don't grow enough hair to be a bear is the thing.
Just reclass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Respect.
no, it's not. That's not happening.
I feel like I haven't posted very much thirst lately though, because I've been feeling.
You haven't had an excuse to.
That's true, but it's also I haven't been feeling like good enough to feel like, oh, okay, like this is just like a casual like, oh, let me make up some excuse.
Yeah. I don't know. We were like prepping like earlier in the bathroom, and I saw you. I was like, oh wow.
I think when you're talking about the whole like being around other people like with insane bodies and stuff, that kind of reminded me of like something that you had mentioned before, Eric, about White Party.
Oh, like just like how like ridiculously jacked everyone was.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like you see these people on social media, and it's like, oh, like these aren't like real people, right? It's like they're just like internet people. And then like at White Party, you go there and just like look around the room, and it was just like, this is like the most like amount of like super jacked people I've ever seen in like one place at one time. And I was like, this is crazy. And it's like I was like, I can see why people have crazy body dysmorphia because of this. But I think but I was like, thankfully I'm okay. I don't aspire for that. Yeah.
It's kind of like for you, maybe you see people and you're like, oh, like, it's not really real. Like, it's like a lot of editing, a lot of curation.
Yeah.
Like Photoshop or something, like to make them look the best that they are, like as they can be. So for you, it's not like as real. But when you went to White Party and saw those people in real life, then you were like, oh, like these are people who are like actually like this in real life.
Yeah, people are actually, and like it's just like it's common to be like this.
Yeah, it's not the exception.
It's not the exception. Yeah. I mean, technically it still is, but it's just like the fact that like so many of these people can do it. It's like, oh, this is very achievable by a lot of people.
It also takes a lot of time.
Yes, it does take a lot of
Working
time.
out and just like all that, just occupies so much time.
It does.
There are benefits to like working out aside from just vanity, right? Like my parents recently, like in the last like 2 years, started going to the gym more, and like the effect on like their overall sort of like wellness has been incredible. So.
Yes. I'm fine with that. But then there's that's like on a slightly different track from like the people who just work out to, to look good is the thing. It's like,
Yeah, but like vanity is still a very good motivator.
I guess.
Yeah.
Posting thirst.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Michael, when did the grid, like the search thing in Instagram show up? Like, when did that thing start like becoming a thing?
The search thing.
Or sorry, the discover page for
That's been
Instagram.
around forever.
That's been forever, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we should do a comparison of what.
No, we should never do that.
What our search
Our-
pages
our
look like?
search-
Yeah, we're a search-
I'm sure they look exactly the
Oh,
same.
really?
No, mine
What?
is
No,
mine is
no,
mine is all
no.
bread. Mine is like 30% bread.
Really?
Is actually?
Oh.
Yeah, I've got a lot of bread content.
That's surprising. Well, mine, for the longest time, mine was just Thirst plus Drag Race. And then sometimes it'd be less drag and a little bit more Pokemon. But now there's like none Pokemon. Now it's just Thirst and Drag.
Mine for the longest time was just like cute animals, but then I think as I've been like adding people, it's
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this is what you're actually looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
Which is not true. Because I get my like thirsty content on other places. And I'd still like consuming my cute animal stuff on Instagram.
Yeah. Mine's all men. It's just like all men. I'm just like,
and working out tips. That's
and
all
working out.
tips.
Like, I don't really want this sometimes.
Yeah, break out of the system.
I want the animals. Give me the animals.
Yeah, start following some cute animals. You can train
That's
it.
true.
You can train it.
I can train it. That's true.
Yeah. I get gay stuff and animals on mine.
Yeah.
Gay animals.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's cute. You don't get animation stuff or like art stuff?
I think I might get that more on my art Instagram.
Oh right, you have two. Okay.
Yeah.
How do people manage multiple like accounts on one platform? That's crazy. I think that like I would get too tired. I can't even curate my close friends list yet. That's one of the reasons why I don't post theirs. Like I like what do I how do I,
think
separate
it's like having two emails.
Well, no. But the point is like both of these. In this case, one is clearly not that important versus one is very important.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like for something like you, it's like you want to have your social media, like your friends network, and like a professional account, and both of these are important to you at some point. But like, actually, how do you swap between them in Instagram?
Oh, it's really easy, actually.
Yeah.
You can just be logged into both, and there's like a little button, and you just like.
If you long press it, it'll switch.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so.
Yeah.
I didn't
just-
know this
you
was
just switch
possible. I didn't know this was
Yeah, I mean,
possible.
I have like my normal Instagram, and then I have like the Thirst follows Instagram. So I don't follow Thirst on my main account. I have like a second account that I follow, which I don't use anymore.
Oh.
But like I did that for a while, and I used to check that all the time. But I actually like, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I don't care anymore. Like this is just too much time.
See, it is like a little bit of extra effort to like make that to like just to keep the lines to have the separation, keep the things
Because
like,
what I used to do was I used to go through all the stories.
yeah.
And now, like, even on main, I'm just like, I don't want to look through everyone's stories. If you post stories and there's like 12 of them in a row, I'm skipping it.
Oh, I knew someone that used to do that. It was like if the little thing at the top was just a dotted line, like nope, swipe. That's not happening.
Next.
But I guess that's also a question. Is like, how do we want to present ourselves in our joint account? Like,
One of you guys, please manage it, please. Yeah.
we're not asking you to then.
Yeah.
You're gonna post like a blurry like apple or something to be like them apples or something.
Yeah. Yeah. The photos I take of us will almost certainly never make it to the stuff that gets posted in the front because we do want to present we want to look like we've put some effort into this project, right?
It could be kind of funny if like we took turns posting and then
You're like, I wonder who posted this.
Sure.
Oh no, JJ got control of the social
Yeah,
media
I
account
know.
this week.
But yeah, wait, what were you gonna say about the how we want to present this?
Oh, I was just like wondering, yeah, like what kind of stuff we would want to post to our social media.
I think for this
Thirst,
account,
you know.
no. Well, for this project specifically, I think it would be interesting if I can try to be a little bit more open about like what our relationship is like what our viewpoint is, or I guess what my viewpoint is being in a poly relationship about these certain topics and stuff.
I think this ties into like a slightly different question of just like, I don't think any of us really post about us as a group very much on our individuals for a variety of reasons. Like for me, it's like my parents found me on IG. And I feel bad about just like blocking them from everything. So then I'll try to make sure that I'm only posting stuff that like I would be okay with them seeing. There are like certain things that like I don't want to have to like bring up and sort of like answer for at the moment. And so that's why I don't usually like post about us. Because there's a lot of cute stuff that we do and like pictures that we take that I think, I mean like already I don't post very much of like those types of things on my own account. But it would be fun for us to like have a place to celebrate and share those moments.
Yeah, I think I'm fortunate that like my family like pretty much has no concept of social media outside of like Line. Yeah, so I basically have free reign over my social media and post whatever shit posts I want.
Imagine your mom finding
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think the only person I have on Instagram is like my little cousin, or like she's not little anymore, but it's like my cousin, because I don't think my other cousins, I don't think my brother uses Instagram.
Good for them. Good for them. Don't use social media. It's bad.
That's the takeaway from
Yeah,
this
that's the
episode.
takeaway.
Well, I think we can talk about what we like about social media. Like we've said all these things that are like negative about it, but maybe some positives.
It definitely keeps me in contact with people that
Yeah.
like I wouldn't otherwise have a hard time just like starting up conversations organically with. It's like, oh, if you post something or I post something, and then I can like respond to it. And it's like really easy to do that, which is nice.
Yeah. I think it's a really good way to just like keep up with people. Like I'm always like watching people's stories and just seeing what people are doing, so that like the next time I see them, I'm like, I basically know what you've been doing. Like I know what's going on with you, which I think is nice.
I don't know if it's nostalgia or something, but I kind of miss the days of AIM where you can like message people directly and stuff, and like, you know, Instagram messaging is a pretty good substitute for that.
Yeah.
Plus with, you know, people being able to share the stories or posts and stuff, so you get to know what they're doing too. Yeah, I agree.
I also do like looking at the thirst. I mean, like it's like the story's like, oh, yum, thanks. Next. Oh, cool. Thank you. Next.
Do you have anything, Michael, that you like about social media?
I mean, like the main things we've already covered. I'm really bad in general at like staying in contact with people. So it is one of the only ways that I am able to like keep track of like what people are doing. And it's also, I think, really helpful for when I'm trying to like remember people's names. Where it's okay, I know I added you, and now I can like look you up and be like, ah, that's who you are.
Yeah, but then there's those people who don't have their name. Like their handle is not their name, and then on their profile it says something else, and I'm like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Yeah.
I think it's becoming more common to just refer to people by their IG handles, and just that's it. Like I think it's fine. No? Is it considered a faux pas to refer to someone by their handles? Like
Like
just
maybe if you're talking about someone else to somebody else, but I feel like it's weird to just go up to someone and be like, "Hi, STL Bread Co." or whatever.
I wouldn't be offended if someone remembered me by my IG handle. Me personally.
I do think it's weird if you refer, like, if I went up to be like, "Hi, your handle." I think that's weird.
Yeah,
Maybe-
you would be like, oh, just call me my name, right?
No, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't
No?
mind. No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's you.
But maybe
I think
also
it's
it's like maybe it's a relic from when you're online and like playing like video games with like people that you'd never met in real life or something, and you only know them by their handles.
Yeah, but then if you only know them by their handle, that tells you like they probably don't know you that well.
Yeah, fake fan.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But it is common on like Twitch and stuff, right? Just to like refer to people.
I think that's
That way.
that's a little different because that is like as like a content creator, like you are putting that out as your name.
Yeah, it's like a stage name.
It's a
That's your
stage
persona.
name. Yeah, it's your persona kind of a lot of times. Whereas like I think for like Instagram, it's like you are the person behind the account. So I think it is weird to refer to you as like the name of the account. Whereas a lot of times, like if you're like a YouTuber, if you're like a Twitch like streamer, like that is your like name that you are putting. It's like your in-game name in like if you're playing like an MMO or something. Like I think that's different than like Instagram. And I think I don't think it has gotten to a place where it's like, yeah, it's normal to refer to someone by their handle. Like I don't think so.
Maybe in a different context, because like in like esports,
Yeah.
it's very common just to be like.
Yeah.
You're right. I see where you're getting at, and I think that makes sense. That makes sense. Maybe I would be offended if they said, but I'd be like, you're right. I think like you'd be like, oh yeah, my name's JJ.
Yeah, it's like clearly like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't know you that
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
That like they don't remember your actual name.
Yeah.
But even JJ is a nickname.
It is a nickname, and then I've met so many of them now.
Yeah, would it be weird if someone came up to you and was like, "Hi, James," but you don't.
People do that. Some
you
people
don't.
do that.
You don't have that on your socials, right?
I do. I have
You do?
James. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's your own fault then.
It's okay.
Make sure that you put the name on your social that you want to be called by.
All right. Okay.
So I
I'll
remember.
update it. I'll update it.
And then that way I can also remember other people's names because I'm really bad with names.
Going back to how we're gonna present us on social media, I guess. Like we're not planning on posting that often, or are we? Or how often do you think we'll be updating?
I mean, I remember back when we were first talking about this, there were those like aspirations of like jumping on the trends and like the cute things that would be interesting to do as a group of 5. But we'll see if we actually manage to accomplish that.
I think the goal is to post more.
Okay.
I think anything is more than 0.
More than 0, yeah.
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 10 times more. 10 times 0.
It's
Yeah.
still 0.
It's still 0.
We'll have progressively spicier and more unhinged takes, I think, in the future. How unhinged is allowed?
I want maximum unhinged.
All right, let's do it.
But that's just me. And so
No, I'm with you. Let's do unhinged.
I guess
stuff.
we'll see.
we'll see.
We don't have to worry about getting demonetized because it's not like we're gonna make anything anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and for more of our content, make sure to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at the Cule Kids. You can give us ideas for future topics. Please like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, and you're officially a cool kid for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Oh no, how am I gonna clear my throat and stuff?
I know. I'm also like, get all the sniffles and the clears out right now.
Okay. All right, let's go.
That's our opening.
Yikes.
Yeah.